Good morning. Let's get a look at yesterday. We was doing the live stream. We were wondering whether Besiktas would turn up because they had that inexplicable 4-0 defeat last match. They didn't turn up, even with a red card. So I'm glad I left that one alone. Appendix 4, Kazampasa, Desmond Tutu. If you got on that one, I gave it a call. Mauritania, Algeria, late over 1.5 goals. Back Algeria. They had to win. Get out of that with a break even. Could have laid the draw second half in the Senegal match and indeed in the Cameroon match, given the need to win for Cameroon. And this was a superb match. If you laid the late 2-2 there, because Cameroon had to win, and Wu did a fantastic job getting them through. Asian Cup was as exciting yesterday, but Australia and Uzbekistan, a draw suited them. Syria deserved to beat India. Could have laid the draw second half. Again, must-win territory for Syria, Palestine. Iran against the UAE, not really a must-win. And we move down to Croatia. If you backed both teams to score no, as I mentioned in the Telegram and in the live stream, that would have covered 0-3. This was a troubling match. It was the first competitive match since the 16th of December and a Zagreb derby, so just be careful with that. League One. Bristol Rovers Exeter laid over 1.5 goals to cover that 0-1. And Bristol Rovers had a goal disallowed very, very late. We would have made a very nice profit on that. Charlton and Northampton, I suppose there was a Desmond Tutu there. Charlton came from behind. I think on a couple of occasions there, the odds-on favourite, but they weren't showing it in the in-play stats. Reading and Derby laying the 0-0 second half, or laying the draw second half. This is troubling for Derby now. They failed to score in the last two matches. Bradford and Salford, new manager for Salford, so you don't know, basically. Mansfield and Sutton, get a Mansfield equaliser. MK Dons and Wimbledon, well, at 3-0 to MK Dons so early on, we laid them. And Wimbledon got a goal, but then they were red carded, which was a pity. So the fight ended there. Peterborough coming from behind against Crawley was outstanding. Hopefully you got on that one. And that was about that yesterday. 3-3, Guincab and Rodez would have laid the late draw there at 1.25 and lower. Wouldn't have got anything out of it though, but had to be done. Braga and Sporting, if you laid the draw second half, Braga led. I laid over 1.5 goals, backed Sporting Lisbon +1 because they were so strong, and got out of that with yet another break even. So I was happy with that. This was the best profit of the day. Dundee leading 0-2 at half time. We got in initially at 0-1 to Dundee using the +1, and in the live stream we upped again, went to the match odds, backed Hearts, laid Dundee 2-0 down because Hearts, 8 of their 10 goals scored at home have come second half. On to today, and let's have a quick look. Bayern Munich, surely it's not going to be a second consecutive 0-1 defeat at home. Watch out. Union Berlin have been on the improve, but an inexplicable performance against Werder Bremen for Bayern Munich. So just watch out tonight. They should turn up. The Eredivisie, 2.45 the favourite. Give that one a bit of a miss. Turkish Super League, I'll be following in-play stats only. Antalyaspor, Fenerbahce stand out there. African Cup of Nations, Mali favourite. Just look at the standings as well. So we've got to make sure you know what people need or what teams need. So here's the standings for Namibia and Mali. It's all to play for, basically. A win for Tunisia takes them to 4 points. A win for Namibia takes them to 7. A win for South Africa takes them to 7. A win for Mali guarantees top spot. A draw for Mali is still not good enough. So all to play for. Mali, South Africa, Namibia and Tunisia. Must wins. So that's these 4 matches here. These 2 matches. Tanzania and Congo, let's have a look. And Zambia, my home country. So the standings, again, all to play for. Tanzania win, they're up to 4 points. Zambia win, they're up to 5. Congo win, they're up to 5. Morocco win, they're up to 7. You must fancy Morocco here, really. The best ranked side, but they are playing the Copper Bullets. So even though I fancy Morocco here, my home country, need to do something. So all to play for in the African Cup of Nations today. In the Asian Cup, we're getting to the last match in the group stages. The simplest way to check out the standings is to click on the individual team. And there we have it. So Iraq, not necessarily through yet. Vietnam could join Japan and Indonesia if Vietnam win, but Iraq the better side. Japan and Indonesia must win territory as well, and Japan are 1.07 shots, really should get the job done against the lower tier Indonesia. They lost 2-1 to Iraq, beat Vietnam 4-2, and that was a competitive enough match, particularly for the odds. 1.04, don't forget the 1.09 today. But they got goals in them. They're 1.07 today, so should see a similar performance, but I can't see Indonesia really landing a blow. Belgian Cup, Antwerp, keep an eye on that one at 7:30. Goritza and Rijeka favourite. Don't forget, that's the return since the 16th of December. Leeds against Norwich. Leeds at home have been brilliant. They'll need to improve on needing a 90-plus minute penalty to get a win, like they did last week against Preston. Norwich might be a bit more competitive than Preston North End were, so Leeds are going to have to be on their mettle. But they are a side worth following because they're very tradable, as is Liverpool. 75th minute plus, Liverpool seem to get out of jail on multiple occasions. Watch out for team news as well for Liverpool. Coupe de France, Montpellier, an obvious favourite against Fenny, or Nyoy, as they say in France. Greek Cup, Panathinaikos and Aris Thessaloniki, title contenders, are favourite at home. Maccabi Tel Aviv in the Intertoto Cup, leave that one alone. PSV and Feyenoord in the KNVB Becker, again the Cup. Benfica against Estoril in the Cup again. Hibs and Rangers. This should be a comfortable afternoon for Rangers. St Johnstone and Aberdeen, a bit too tight, this one, but on form, well, St Johnstone come into this in a bit of form, if my research is correct. I've done the research already somewhere, but I'll have it on the website for you. Copa del Rey, Mallorca, Girona, Atletico Barcelona. Don't have a call. Lots of cup matches today. I might be up and about this evening. Certainly up and about for the early kickoffs. And I've enjoyed the international football, but it pays to be able to watch the international football. But at least today, we know that the first 2 matches, all to play for, and indeed, every single match today, all 4 matches, teams have something to play for, such as the tightness of the groups. Have a great day. I'll see you around a bit later. Haven't looked at the tennis. I don't really get involved in the Grand Slams this late on in the tournament. But typical 5-setter for this stage. Alcaraz against Zverev. This could be a little short for Alcaraz. He has dropped the odds set at 1.04, 1.06. So I think this is a bit short. This could be another 5-setter. So you'd welcome an Alcaraz 0-2 lead. This is too tough to call. Normally expect a 3-setter at this stage of the tournament. Have a great day. I'll see you on the chat feed with the live stream if you can make it, because it's a far better way to get information across to you. Have a great day.